We are back again, and welcome to the second edition of the Valentine's Day special episode with the ADC team. On today's episode, we are going to be continuing from where we left off last time, talking about relationships, talking about love in Ghana. Now, I think we might expand it to Africa because we have a foreigner, a Nigerian in our midst, so he will be giving us more intel from Nigeria. So he's the only new person on the set today, so he's going to introduce himself, then we'll just jump right into it. William, welcome.
Thank you. My name is Williams. I'm a software developer, a freelance software developer for now. I think that's all.
Hey, software developers, they have love.
What are you doing in the team? Who are you?
ICT director.
ICT director.
Okay. I'm just wondering if software developers have love. Are you the ones
asking the question?
I'm shocked, Steph.
I don't relax. When you have man, you controlling what happens? You lose.
All right, so today's episode, we are just going to jump right into it, and we'll be talking about dating apps. So we are starting with dating apps. We've heard about Tinder, we have a Bumble. There are so many now. There are so many dating apps on. So I just want to find out from the team, what is your take on dating apps? Have you used them before, and what was the experience? Richard.
Why always me?
Because when I turn, I look at you first.
Oh my god. Dating apps. No, I've personally not used a dating app before, but I know it works. I know a couple of people that have used it and it works for them very, very, very much so. But my personal experience about dating app is one of the experiences I know about, right? The guy was sharing with me. He's a friend, he's a civil engineer now, currently works in a bank. He met a lot of people who do hookups. So apparently he tried to date. He was finding a love.
Dating positive.
And then a bunch of it. He was finding love, right, on the app, and he actually wanted to date a girl, only to find out that the girl was into hookups, right? And so, but for me, dating apps are no-nos. I don't think you actually find any worthwhile relationship. I mean, there are a couple of experience out there, but personally, I don't think it's a worthwhile experience to settle for.
All right.
That's my take on
Okay.
dating apps.
Some more.
Okay. I have been on one. I was bored. My life was boring, so I had to look for something exciting to do myself at some point. Yeah, I've been personally searching for a while, so a friend of mine was like, "Oh, have you tried dating?" I was like, "I've seen Tinder on movies and stuff. I don't think it makes sense." So I was like, "Oh, I should join." So I went to look for my best pictures, put them together, and uploaded it. My account looked so fake, like because the pictures, I'm a photographer, so I had good pictures. The pictures looked like it looked, you know that when it's a fake account, someone has gone and gathered the best pictures. Yeah, it looked fake at a point, but because of that, I was getting one or two people, started talking to them. I personally feel like, how you said, the pool of nonsense people online are way more than. So the same way you were able to get tired and then decide, okay, you want to now try the dating app. There's someone also out there who wants to do that, but the nonsense that you meet out there, is what makes it very bad. Because there are some people I met, they'll give you a number almost immediately after. Then you realize that there's something off about them. You start chatting with them, you realize that the kind of things that if you go to your Telegram, they post and like, oh, sorry, hook up girl. When you are falling in love, I say hook up girl. It's that horrible. And then also realize that it started out as a good thing, like come and fall in love sort of kind of environment. But the choices that people used to make made it, I don't know how to put it, the feeling of just swiping someone away and swiping in, because your desires became more than trying to get to know the person. So you see fine girl and Ashim, then because of that they started posing, posing their avatars and stuff like that to make you look interesting. So all the pictures are like how will you get to know the person's personality?
Yeah. So
most of the time, the first desire is just seeing body or something. Then you swipe right. Later, you start talking to the person. It's the best hookup girl. So I don't really. After a while, I deleted it. If you see my account, I'm sorry. You can't talk to me. I'm off. Yeah.
So I want to ask him a question. So excuse me, please. You have a personal experience. How many people swipe left on you?
Oh, I had a couple of people. Some of them are very weird. As I said, it becomes like a culture. So when you swipe, some of them just like swipe when you see a nice person. But for them to interact afterwards, it becomes a job on its own. So when you text the person, the app remain the way that if the girl has to text first.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's a Bumble or Bamboo or whatever. I've forgotten the name. This yellow hexagonic something icon.
I see.
Yeah, when the girl has to text you. So I don't know why they did that, but it's
So
very interesting.
if you swipe to you like the picture you see.
No, you swipe. The person also has to swipe there, and they will say you have a match.
Okay.
But when you have a match, they will show you, but you can't text first. The guy
cannot text
The
first.
guy cannot text
Okay.
first. So the guy has to be really interested to text you. That's why the hookup girls win a lot there, because they are in a hurry. So buy and text you. So the ones who are not courageous and join the platform will have a struggle a bit. But it was very interesting to see a girl text first. Not that a girl can propose, you just have to say hi or something.
Okay.
So you have a topic that you can use to
about,
work,
yeah,
then
okay.
you move on with that.
All right. Thank you. Belinda.
I haven't used one before.
It will be
but I think I'm very open to
around
that idea though. I think
open.
if I want to. Oh yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. I feel like it's one of the things that I like. If I'm not in a relationship and I think I'm looking for someone, I just like I don't know if I should say for the fun of it or something. I feel like I just want to see what
They will
goes on.
use you for Satawa.
I haven't really like thought about doing it, but I think I'm open to it. But I haven't used one before.
All right. Isia.
Personally, I haven't used one before.
Ah, you're lying.
It's true. I don't believe it.
You're lying.
No, he said I just don't believe it.
I don't even know the names. Like I'm not even familiar with the names you are mentioning.
Okay.
So later I'll come for lectures.
Okay. Yours is Facebook. I understand.
Facebook, the JHS.
You find out on Facebook. Get idea.
Personally, I haven't used any of the apps before, but I think the one who created them had a good intention.
How do you know?
He's making money now. He doesn't care about intention.
Yeah, but when you are doing something, you always have a good intention.
You know the best place to find disease is sexually transmitted disease.
Is it
Tinder.
that place? Why didn't you try one of them?
Because that's why I didn't install Tinder in the first place. Saturated with nonsense.
Let me proceed. So, those who come on board or those who come to use it are the ones that will turn it whether to use it in a good way or a bad way. For me, I think that the details that we place there should be very like we should be truthful with ourselves and put our right details there. So anyone who is interested in you,
I don't think that would
What is your
work.
experience? You are come to advise.
Because
them.
like
You've not used it before. It's okay. Keep it there.
but
No, but it's actually making a point, right?
Yeah.
At least if it's not used it before, but I mean, if it's a potential
But even
user,
from what
that's
you guys
something
said,
he
like
wants to
the
see.
two of you said that people use it for hookup. Do you think somebody doing hookup will come and put actual details there? They will never do it.
no matter what, there will be positive people also around.
Positive.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I kind of agree with this point. Wherever there is bad, wherever there is good, there's always bad. So it's all about the use. So it's very.
Let me destroy this topic.
Okay.
You see that program that has come out that people walking, say choose a balloon, something.
Yes.
That thing is sensible.
No, to me it's not.
Thank you.
It
It's the
doesn't
same thing
make
as the
sense.
dating app. Those women are the ones swiping right on
What
it.
about date rash?
What about those who go there and find their true love over there?
I have
No
no
one has ever
comments to
found
give
love on
on
that
that.
Are you dating?
I said the follow-up stories don't be.
She wants to go and try it. She doesn't want you to spoil. She doesn't want you to spoil.
What go on date rash?
She wants to go.
Why is William looking at? Hey, stop William! Oh God!
William, what's your take on dating apps?
My take on dating.
Oh, you didn't finish. Sorry, because you were allowing them talk. I thought you were done.
Their voice are higher than mine.
Someone, you guys should allow him talk, please.
Okay.
I feel
We
like
give up.
those who want to like use those platforms should put their right details there and like be genuine over there. So when the genuine ones also come, they will match and like do whatever they want to do. But if
What do they do?
Please.
or proceed
Allow him.
like with their relationship, but if I know I know that wrongdoers or negative people will saturate that side, but there is always like good people around where there is space. So I feel like even though I haven't used it, those who go there, I wish those who go there genuinely will also find genuine.
At this point, I think you're one. So you're women to join.
I think that you.
I'm like, it looks like he went there, he was scammed or something. I was
Wait, William. Go ahead.
Are you the host?
Are you the host?
Have you ever used dating apps? What's your take on it?
I've used dating apps.
Do you program it?
Please.
No, I've not programmed anyone.
Okay.
What Joseph said, what's his name? Samuel and DNL said, they are all correct. One way. Belinda did not say anything opposing or.
Okay.
She's about to go and try.
So they are all correct. So you can find the bad people there, the good. I personally have seen a lot of. But I've also met someone through Badu, for instance.
Yeah, Badu.
And it came to a real date. So it all depends on who. One thing I would say is it will take you more.
Did you hear him? He said, what's the name?
It will take you more to actually find someone to date there.
Okay.
Because there are multitude of people and all kinds of it. So you just have to. What I usually do is like once you enter the dating app, you start to see it as a game. So they swipe left, swipe right. You'll be doing it a lot so that you get, let me say, a particular number of people. And then from those sets of people, you look at their profile and see the one you want to. You initiate your chat. From chatting, then you get to know the person a little bit more better, and then you might actually try to suggest moving to a different platform, probably WhatsApp or like
that one to have a complaint.
Isn't that how scammers?
Why do you want to move to a different?
No. So the thing there is, you don't want to be on Badu. While you're there chatting on Badu, someone else, you can link up with someone else that have already swiped correct for you, and then your focus will go out from the person you've already started.
Okay, I realize that.
Go to someone else. So in such cases, if you've talked to the person and you feel like, you guys can date,
this is experience.
then
At this point, I feel like you need to tutor Richard on like how to use it, because Richard needs help.
I'll send you YouTube link.
My God, I need that we watch. So the person I want to join.
You need help to find somebody.
So once you've both agreed, you can decide to exchange contact and say, are you on WhatsApp, or do you have a call number I can use?
The last girl gave me the number. Says she's leaving Ghana in the next 3 days. True. She's leaving Ghana in the next 3 days. We should hook up. So he said, he wants us to meet. And then it was around Christmas that time. Or person will do sick and like, do you understand what I'm saying? Once you adjust to, you do like, I'm going, then you never go. It's a lie.
You meet her in the children.
Yeah. You can't just do sick.
But William, you said the one you found there. What is the situation right now?
No, it's not. We are not dating. So it's a short-term date. So you won't get. It's like, let me say 1 in a million, or let me say 1 in 100.
All right. So I have a follow-up question. Does that mean that you can never actually find like a proper relationship through a dating app?
You can find. Those. I know.
But none of you have ever experienced. Those who used it, none of you have ever experienced.
The only experience you're speaking doesn't.
So the thing there is like, it's like date rush that you guys know. You actually try to know the person as fast as you can, but at the end, when you start dating or you start knowing the actual things the person was hiding from you, so that's it. That's really down.
To my knowledge, it's one of the platforms that the scammers use a lot.
I have that lot of knowledge. It's true.
Knowledge for something you've never used.
So
That's what I'm saying. That's a lot of knowledge.
Most of the scam, I have.
Say it again.
I've encountered like some boys who also like use that side, and they use fake details all the time. And with that, they.
Are you referring to the people that call the Yahoo?
No, the internet fraud guys.
Oh, I see.
That's what they use. Most of them use those dating apps, like especially the international one, the one for like gays, lesbians, and things like that.
They lure you to get your credit cards and so on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so back onto.
How did you know if you don't go there?
I grew up in a neighborhood where there are internet fraudsters. I grew up in areas where
your own story.
I don't believe on like online relationships. That's personal for me. I've never used a dating app before. I don't believe in relationships online. I believe in like meeting somebody physically. So.
Again, this question I put it to you. No, let me not put it.
Are you the one asking?
I'm even shocked. I can choose not to answer.
Wait, I beg you, Madam Host, please. Have you met somebody on WhatsApp and then you met later on?
I've met somebody on WhatsApp.
Yes, maybe somebody you got introduced to the person on WhatsApp. via a group or something.
I don't
and
think
you
I
never met
have.
the person in life. And
All
then
the people
you dated
I
the
have
person.
been in a relationship
process
with, I
story,
met
man.
them in person.
Before you went into talking to
Yeah,
them.
talking to them online.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
can say yes. She's forcing. It's also sorry on you. You don't mind him.
Oh no, I'm asking a question, genuine question, because sometimes what's happening
It
you use
doesn't
the dating
seem
app too.
genuine.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, so we are moving away from
But before we do
dating
that,
apps.
you know TikTok is a dating app, right?
Yeah,
How
really.
is TikTok a dating app?
Let's move on.
No. This one you have to tell us.
As long
Maybe-
as
There are
you
people
can
there,
search
you can
for
chat.
someone.
There
I know they do lives where they do like
yes,
meet
they should
people.
They should
Yeah.
boys and girls.
I know Pella,
So if-
Pella and that girl, that Jarvis girl. That's
If you are watching this
Yeah.
and your daughter or son is on TikTok, think like TikTok is safe. I'm telling you, your son has been given a boyfriend on TikTok live.
Because like I know now they also show a lot of people just nudity and
Yeah.
stuff like
on
that.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Hey, why are we staying in this life?
Anyways,
Like
pause
midnight.
on that. Please
Save your
relax.
data.
Pause. We'll talk about that later. So we are moving away from dating apps. We are going to talk about dating or getting to know somebody. You know, you go on dates with the person. Now we are talking about splitting the bill between a man and a woman when you go on dates. What is your take when it comes to this trend? Are you for splitting the bill? Are you a 50-50 person or are you a 100 person? ACN.
My first question is, who?
Hey,
Just ask your question. Why are you asking the question?
You're a real African. You answer questions with questions.
Who committed? And
Who committed to what?
to the dating? And who asked for the date?
That so like right? Okay, assuming you've asked the girl on a date, are you going to split the bill or you're
The
going to
moment
pay?
you make your mind that you are bringing somebody on board, you have to prepare yourself. That's it. So there's nothing like splitting.
So if the girl possibly asks for the date, the girl has to pay. Is that
That's what you're saying, right? If the girl invites that, let's go out and eat. That means the girl will pay.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
If I'm not, but me, if I have to go out with you, I have to I have to have some cash on me.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going with a girl, me in my mind, I'll know that I have to settle something in case she can't like handle the whole bill. But for me, the one who initiates,
What?
the one who initiates,
This topic.
him
So
or
that's what I'm saying. Just like answer probably yes or no. If let's say you're going on a date with Belinda and Belinda was the one who called you that let's go to this restaurant, you're expecting Belinda to pay because she's the one who initiated the.
she-
That's what you're saying.
Let me explain.
Because my name
Is
Use your eyes on here.
Let me explain. Me, as a guy, me personally, if you call me out for date, I'll prepare myself like something I can fall on. In case.
You
If
take it
she's-
to
yeah.
some high class restaurants, you see.
I didn't ask you to.
Exactly. You didn't ask me to ask him out.
So so when
That's what I'm saying.
So his expectation is that you will be the one to pay, but he will still
I'll
prepare.
support
He'll still prepare as a man. Okay.
Just in case.
So you guys didn't get me. It's a place if you pay, cry, you not pay. That's what I'm saying.
And then she's able to pay because if you invite me to a high class restaurant,
You should
that
know
means
your,
you're
you
able
should
to
know your
pay.
level.
So the reason I said that is because you have to make it clear to whoever you are going with that you are the one who called me out. Because if you don't take care and you go, the person will feel like you're a guy. I want
The
to talk.
guy is obviously going to pay.
So
You
you will
forgot-
take me some high class place because you feel like, oh, I just discovered the restaurant. Let's go. In the head, let's go. No, you're the one going to pay.
But you know something.
That's what I
He
was
said in the previous episode that the men are the providers.
Fine.
So your expectation will be to.
But that's why he's saying that. That's why he will put money on him just in case.
Yeah. But the one who initiates should be the one to carry the higher load.
So when you get there, you're about to eat. The one who eat first is the one who pay all.
Did I initiate in the first?
The initiation of the date, the person who came up with the idea for the date should pay.
okay.
Samuel, what's your take on splitting the bill?
Well. In my head, I want to live the life of 50-50. But physically, I can't. It doesn't work for me. If I sit with you, I can't. No, my inside will be tingling. I can't watch you pay for anything. Unless you now, I've gone out with some people before. They will force and try to pay. That one they're fine. You can beat me and do that. But for me to sit down to watch and say that okay, I'm going out with someone, want the person to pay 50. It's not a board meeting. It will feel awkward after I'm done. It won't be fair to me because of the movies we've been watching. Naturally, I've gained a culture of trying to be there for someone, sort of. Not that the person is not capable, but
So imagine you finish paying and you have to walk home.
well, that's why I will not take you to a place.
I think you need to prepare yourself before you go for whatever
it's
date.
still based on who initiated the date and who takes you where.
So he's saying in his case, he always tries to pay.
Yeah, I always try to pay.
So if she takes you to the high class place, like you were saying,
if I see the gate, I will attend. I said, sorry, I can't come. My tie has removed or something. I can't make it.
but you just walk to the gate.
Yeah. If I realize it's too much for me, and then I'll make sure that she understands, like I said before.
I feel like you guys should have a conversation about it if it's too much for you.
Yeah. If I realize that you are the one taking me to this place, and it's so much of a high class, I'll chuck my 1,000 Ghana bills somewhere. If anything, I'll just pay the 10 and run away. But if I realize it's too much and I can't handle it, then I'll just tell you that, this place are going there. I'll make it clear, but I'll not maybe say it's directly. Yeah. Then you yourself will have to tell me that you're the one going to pay as a member.
Well, there are cases you might not even know how much the food.
Me. Anytime you invite me somewhere, I look at the menu online before I go.
If you go to a restaurant and an old person is serving, that's it, you are there.
And also, before
I usually like to find the menu before I go to the place.
Before it comes to that point, you guys have already agreed on where you're going to. You say, I want to take you to so place. So you have the time.
Me, I'll look for the menu.
But what if the person said it's a surprise?
Then you surprise and pay.
I was surprised.
I think when I surprise you are paying, because Belinda.
Oh my god.
I want to hear this. So I like that line.
Me, I think it depends on the level of relationship. I mean, how close you've become. Because if I, on a normal day, if I say that, I want to take you out, that one, I am taking you out, I will foot the bill.
Okay, no, Belinda, sometimes you guys don't phrase it as I want to take you out to say, let's go out. So
let's go out. I'm saying that it depends on the kind of relationship.
You guys, don't be saying you guys. Probably the girl you're with said, let's go out. That's not probably how she talks to her man.
Let's hang out. That's what majority of women always say.
It depends. That's why I said at first that it depends on the kind of relationship I have with the person. If I tell somebody like Samuel, or I have a friend David, some of you know him. If I say that, David, let's go out. David and I, we have such like how do I put it? Or Samuel and I, we have like a rapport. That when we go out, we won't struggle to say that who is paying, because they all know how I am. I can easily say that let me pay for this, that kind of thing. But there are some people too, the way I am with them, if I say that if they say that let's go out, or I say that I'm taking you out, I will pay because I am inviting you out. So I think that it depends on the kind of relationship you have with the person.
Please take me out so you can pay.
If you're not trying to get to know each other, and as a lady you say that let's go out, I think that you should, like, just know that you at a point try and do something, even if you know that the guy would actually pay for it. Try and
like
maybe pay that I have a problem with it.
And I think sometimes guys, you also have a problem with it, like when a woman is trying to take her purse, you say she's pretending like she wants to pay.
But some people do repeat.
That's I have a problem with it.
Check the girl's bag, I will lipstick inside.
If you are going out with a person, you see, there are two things that I have a problem with. The first one is that you men will be like, I know
the boss.
Not even like the boss. You are with me and you want to pay. Men make a lot of statements like that. You are with me.
I'll leave it all.
At the point, if I put it in my mind and I establish it that anywhere I go with you, you are paying. Don't come around and come and be like, women are this.
Because like you put it in your head, I'm supposed to provide for you. I'm your man. Why are you trying to pay?
You see, when that thought is established inside of me, don't come around and come and be like, so you men should take notice of that, because if from the beginning I'm trying to pay for something, you're like, you are with me. It's even the way you go about it. You are with me and you want to pay. That kind of thing. It's like you are trying to be like bossy girl.
Boss lady.
I've grown up like I don't know how to just relax and let somebody just do everything. I want to always support. So if you put that inside me and then I settle it that this guy, anytime I'm with you,
let me not forget what I want to say.
So what if I don't call you?
The point is, William is right in front of
William, say it before you forget.
What I'm trying to say is the point she raised, that if so person says, I'll foot the bill, then you come and you expect to pay the bill, she will expect that you pay the bill always. In that case, you're taking it from probably one guy to another guy. So one guy might be capable of paying the bills whenever you go out with the person.
I think she's referring to the same person.
Hold on, I'll call that part out. one guy will be able to one guy will be able to foot the bill, and then she might go out with another one, and with that knowledge or thinking of this one was able to foot the bill, she might think this one will be able to foot the bill. The other case is, if you're dating the person, you should be able to understand what the person is capable of doing, and you guys will be able to discuss what you can do probably before the date, because you've already been with the person for a long time.
Relationship expert.
So that's what I wanted to say.
All right. So what is your take on, personally, the 50-50 splitting of bills? Or
50-50? For me, I would say, as a man or as a guy, you should always load your pockets when going out.
Exactly.
One.
Why are you saying that?
But also, I would think if this one feel carry problem come make a problem. I would think if a girl feels she would want to be in that level of, oh, we are equal at some certain level, then the bill should be split between the two.
Okay.
American style.
Okay.
All right, Richard.
My personal opinions on bill splitting. Again, I think I will fall back on what Belinda said. It's based on the level of relationship you have with the person, and also to reiterate what ACN said. Who's asking who out, right? So sometimes when a lady asks you out, for instance, of course there's an expectation on you as a guy, right, to try to support or maybe pay. But if she insists that, oh, I got this, right, let her get it. It's also okay for them to feel like I can do it, right? And at the end of the day, I think generally all these things should be discussed. Whatever kind of friendship it is, whether relationship, whether dating, whether just a regular friend or I'm just getting to know you, you can discuss these things before you actually engage in them, so that it doesn't become either an obligation on one party side or a problem on both parties that would maybe make the relationship not go well at the end of the day. So if you want to go out with me, you ask me out, right, we can discuss it. Okay, so where are we going to, what are we going to do, right? Discuss bills, a very important conversation to have, right? How are we splitting the bills? You want to take care of everything, or I can support? Discuss it, okay, before you get out there. So when you get there, you're not now coming to look at each other after 5 seconds. One person is going to the washroom, or the
Never
restroom,
appears again.
and never appears again, and things like that. Those things can be avoided if you discuss them or you put them on the table early.
It usually comes up when one man feels unfairly treated in a relationship, on a date. I feel like, Charlie, I can't waste my time here. We should share this thing and pay. That's what usually hates. If you really make a man happy during a conversation like that, paying will not be that difficult.
Or come alone and come with two friends.
Security.
Okay.
I want to piggyback. I want to piggyback on one thing Belinda made mention of, about the fact that the guy possibly has instilled in her, for instance, that, oh, I always got it, right, because of possibly the male ego. Yeah. There are times, right, where honestly he wants to always get you. Who? Honestly. There are times that honestly he wants to always get you, but there are also times where he could be down, but he's not able to communicate it, right? You should also be very, sensible enough to tell that, okay, to help. He's always able to do this. If he's not able to do it now, it could be a problem or something, right? Support him, go back to him and talk about it. Like, okay, what's really the problem? What happened? I will punch you.
I think it's just you guys just need to play that balance.
So I think
there's not every day that you would have the money back.
Exactly.
It's the way you communicate it to me. The way you communicate it to me, you make me feel like.
Can I say something? Yeah, calm down.
Then let me help you with this one.
So
men are happy when they pay.
Exactly. Like, I feel like men are happy when they feel like they're taking good care of you.
Yeah.
So, but also, this is my also take on this thing. I feel like even though most of the times when we go out as women, the man always wants to foot the bill. As a woman, she didn't come out with an empty purse. Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Don't come out with only lip gloss.
It doesn't make sense to come out with an empty purse. So what I try to do is, especially if we are going somewhere and I know where we are going to, at least I know that the food I'm going to order, I should be able to have more than that amount of money in my purse. Because there are instances where there was some time ago I went out with somebody and then the person was paying through the bank app. He sent the money but was not reflecting in the restaurant's account. You get it? and then like the money has been withdrawn, but the restaurant was not seeing it. You get it? And in such an instance, you should, as a woman, you should be able to support in such an instance. But the guy had like another app to send money again, so he sent it and then had to pay. But just assuming that he didn't have any other option as at that time. Exactly, and also came out with an empty purse. Just imagine what a situation like that would be. So even if you have like a man that is always ready to foot the bill, you should also have money with you. That's why I never get it when women say I came out with an empty purse. You just came out with lip gloss. That's it.
But that situation could also be fun because you can deepen your relationship by washing bills. It's true. I mean, the restaurant to engage you to sweep and stuff. Both of you be laughing about. Oh my God! It becomes a story that you tell to your children.
I'll let you kneel down.
They'll call the police on you.
That's also an experience.
I'll let you kneel down.
See, it's part of building the relationship.
So me, even though like probably you get a man that foots your bill 100%, don't go out on a date with an empty purse. It doesn't make sense to me. If you don't have money, stay home. You can reschedule the date to another time.
A woman will stay home.
No, but I'm just saying because just imagine in such a case where like the bank app is not working or his card is not working and you also don't have the money. What are you guys going to do?
You kneel down.
All right. Okay, so guys, we're going to be talking about love in our culture and how like our culture plays roles in a relationship. So we've realized that most of the times our Ghanaian culture or our African culture plays sometimes a lot of roles in our relationship. Even though now we are trying to copy Western things in our relationship, it still affects us. One of the major things is now pressure to get married. We have a lot of pressure from our African parents, especially when you start getting from like 25 going. When are you bringing a man home? When are you bringing a woman home?
Are you talking from experience?
My house is not like that, so my parents, they don't really care like that.
Okay.
So
yeah, what is she? Sorry.
It's not like I'm not saying like I'm not saying they don't care about me, but they don't really care about that kind of pressure when are you getting married, because they don't want me to rush and go and be with somebody I'll never be happy with. You get it?
You can always go ahead.
So how much pressure do you think families and African communities are putting on us now as young people to get married, and how do you think it's affecting us in our love lives? Belinda.
Belinda has the right one to stand. Maybe she's going through the same pressure. Who knows? It would be great to stand.
Me personally, my house, my mom, my dad, they are not ones to give you pressure to say that go get married and that kind of thing. Especially my dad. My dad can put my dad just wants to make sure that his children are, okay. So there's no pressure there to get married. My mom, it's those subtle, how do I put it? Like if you're with somebody, she just wants to make sure that you are being of your best, but not to like rush you into marriage or anything. But I think that in general, young people, I think right now it's not just our parents that are giving us pressure. We ourselves are like giving ourselves pressure to get married and settle down and everything, because on social media you see a lot of things happening. Somebody marries some rich guy and you feel like their life is all rosy and or a day in the life of a mother of and if I could see him like
a stay-at-home wife.
Yes, so now we ourselves too, we are adding on to the pressure that might like have already existed. And I think that I don't know if people will take offense with this, but especially those who go to nursing schools, I don't know what is happening there, to be honest. I've seen so many, and most of them too, they don't end up well. So many, like they rush to get married. Once they are done with their nursing school, the next thing is that they want to get married. I really don't know what is happening. I don't know if it's just with me, because I've seen so many.
Let me tell you one thing. A lot of them are funded by men.
The nursing
some
school.
Some of them, they are funded by men, and the agreement is that after I will marry you. So really? The moment you try to slack,
those I know, they were not like, how do I put it? It's not like somebody was funding their education. They came out and
Would they
So
tell you
fast, they
everything?
want to get married.
It's very possible that it's very possible that maybe in the nursing school that's one of the advice they give them to kind of try to.
What nursing school would teach you to come and get married?
No, but you're a nurse, so you're basically taught to be. So nurses are actually basically taught to be midwives. So like they are.
But what does midwife got to do with marriage?
They are midwives.
Wait.
Hey, don't even
Oh, now
mess
everybody-
with
wait,
me.
wait,
Okay,
No.
Let's stop this topic. Wait.
I take my words back. That's not my job.
I know it's like
But
People should allow her
like
finish.
the point I made. Some of them, the college they are going to are funded by men, and the agreement is that when you are done with the school, then I'm marrying you, and like they can't slack on that. They went to slack, Charlie.
Let me tell you this.
Ubeji pay.
These nurses, if you are watching it, please don't come and beat me. These nurses, a lot of them are sports. I don't know which spirit or character or whatever is pushing them. But when they are in school, most of them get. I think you've heard of it before. There are a lot of stories of nurses. They'll sleep with you right now.
Hey, really? Hey, that is an heard.
You know heard. Oh, to be honest, it's one of the topics.
I've heard like nurses and doctors move.
Nurses like those things, like
Hey.
a lot. I've encountered a lot of nurses.
Wow.
They are in a hurry to do things. You understand? I don't know because of what they teach
The
them.
part I don't get.
So they are always in a hurry to get into sexual activities and stuff like that.
Maybe
And
because of the stress from the.
I don't know what they teach
or
them
something.
because I don't know. Maybe when you get to reproduction, everybody go and try it.
So they get married.
I don't know.
They get married,
So
like,
because of that, they engage with people while they're in school. They engage with a lot of people outside the school, like dating and stuff like that.
Okay.
So they've already started having sex and things with them. So immediately they finish now, they already have someone they are marrying.
And I think, okay, I also get what someone is saying because in the hospital you interact with a lot of people. So you already have the platform to interact with a lot more people than, let's say, somebody who's a remote worker or somebody who does a 9 to 5. So already they have that platform to
Meeting plenty
meet people. Okay, well, it makes sense. But I think that we apart from the pressure that our parents are giving us, we are also giving ourselves a lot of pressure because of social media. And I think our parents' pressure it's still there. It's still there. But then I think we just have to, know how to manage them. No matter how much pressure your parents are giving you, I don't think that should, make you rush into a lifetime commitment because you are the one, only you are going to be in the marriage together with the person. So if you rush and you get into it and then you are suffering, it's only you. It's just you. So the pressure might be there from. I mean, everybody's family differs, but then just know how to manage because at the end of it, it's just you and only you in the marriage. Yeah.
Richard.
Yes, it's very good you came to me because I have an experience. All right, so I think I want to state this very. So I remember being pressured, right, around settling down, and I ended up in a relationship that actually wrecked me. Like I was at least I'm
still alive.
Yeah, shut up. Which picture you doing?
It's
Okay. Right. So I ended up in a relationship that actually messed me up, like very, very badly.
You see, it's a cat.
King Kong.
Say what?
That's how the relationship went.
Yeah, so since then, I wouldn't say it was the pressure that necessarily, the pressure was part of what led me to get into the relationship. But after the relationship, I realized that, no, I don't need to be told what to do, okay? Life is not a race, you're not competing with anyone. You will definitely get to a point where
Today life is a race, the next day life is a race.
Who said life is a race?
They said life is a race, you must compete in order to survive.
Who said that?
Today, I said it's not a race.
Who said
you
that?
go
Who
on.
said that? It's not a race.
My pastor said it.
Everybody has a journey. You're all on your own lane. You all arrive at one point in time.
If they are lanes, then it's a race.
Some people die before they get there. So what are you saying?
You continue.
So, point is that my opinion on family pressures, or like Belinda said, already we live in society where we are pressured by the things other people do, especially if we are very much open to social media and what other people are doing. It creates a subtle pressure, whether you like it or not. When you see maybe someone doing well in this area, like, oh, maybe I could do that, and you want to try, right? You don't know what someone's experiences are, what led him towards that path. They will not be your own experiences, but you want to go into the same thing, right? So I think yes, Ghanaian African family sometimes do pressure us, but I think as adults, right, as you mature, you need to decide. Like Belinda said, it's going to be your life. One of the things I tell my mom, like, you will die and leave me. I will face, I will dance to the music. I remember my dad sitting me down. We were in Sierra Leone. We were coming back. Flight was delayed for 2 hours. Sat me down and spoke about relationship for 2 good hours. After we were done, I said to him, "Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. I will take that under advisement." I looked at people like another family, like he shook his head. What is going on with this child? But honestly, the pressures of family, they happen. I think it also comes from a good place, right? Because they want to see you do well. They want to see you settle down. They want to see you live life, right? Because especially if you're from a family that were together, like bonded together, you had like your mom, your dad, everybody in the family saw that happen. They want you to have something, because there's a blessing with that, right? It helps you as a person. It helps you with your maturity. It helps you with your responsibility, like how you take on responsibility and what you do. But sometimes I think they overstep, all right? But like I said, it's from a good place, and we just have to, again, converse. Like, I'm taking my time, let them understand your own journey, all right? Also try to understand where they are coming from, right? They're not trying to push you to go kill yourself, right? But sometimes if you speak to them about maybe your challenges, your experiences that has led you to deciding maybe not to settle down now, or take your time, maybe you're in a relationship with someone, take your time to know the person. Because sometimes after many heartbreaks, you're like, no, I don't think I have the capacity to go be heartbroken again, right? So you can take your time, right? Walk with them through that journey. They will guide you. They have that experience to guide you on, because also they probably went through heartbreak. Even if they didn't go through, they know what it meant to be married to one person for a long time, so they know possibly the kind of situations you are going to face in relationships, so they can guide you. So it's not a bad thing for them to pressure you, but also take a stand. And I mean, it's a two-way thing. You don't have to do it alone.
You don't know anything about heartbreak, yeah.
William, you look like you're dozing off.
Your parents, most of the parents that we have now, they don't go through any heartbreak. Their time, they were relationship were different. Yeah. You don't go and time of break you have to go and date, and they don't go.
I'm not talking about heartbreak. I don't agree. We're not talking about heartbreaks before marriage. Sometimes heartbreak even happens in the marriage, but it is stay. So they will be able to guide you based on some of those experiences.
If you are talking about that, I'm fine.
Even before Cramp, how can you tell me that
your father did not date plenty people like how we are doing.
Yeah, I think my parents
were like, for the heartbreak part, you can't say that.
Who broke your father's heart?
See, William, don't mind them, please continue.
For my own case, I've not gotten the pressure, but I've heard the news of pressure in the air.
I like it. It's very this time of the
pressure. So pressure has been coming from my mom for my elder brother and then my junior brother. So if the pressure is going to my junior brother, so I just conclude that it's also coming to me. So the way it happens is, if any of us go to visit her, then it will become a full-time university course. She will keep on ringing it in your ear and stuff like that. So I've not been able to go settle down and see her or visit her for a longer period. So I've not gotten that. I hear my junior brother, when he goes and come back, he'll say, oh, this is what they are telling him, that I will have to do first before he does. So I know the pressure is coming to me, but not directly.
Which order is that one?
What?
Yeah, that's what they usually do. The eldest has to get married, followed by before the last person.
So another.
Are you sure you're not intentionally not going so that you don't?
So another thing there is, I think the pressure is good. It's coming from a good place. So I think they want to see you in a let me say in a comfortable position, or see you settle down before probably they leave you. That's one thing. And the other one, the pressure might also be a little bit too much for some people, because when you pressure someone to a point and they rush into something to do it, they all find out that it's what they call it turns bad totally. So it's rather you take your time to get into marriage than rushing into marriage and then you're like, oh, I want to get a divorce. So that's it.
I think
But regardless, anything can happen.
something. That one is established. But something William said just reminded me of something. Right. The reason why sometimes the family pressure you to settling down is to avoid the amount of people you have to date.
Yeah.
Right. So no. What I'm trying to say is that hopping around people, if you're a man or a lady, right, you don't have stability, right? Because there are things to learn about the individuals you're going in for, right? And over time, if you are building with a person, you're on a journey, right? You can go far together. But if you are moving from one place to the other, there's no stability. You're like the chaff. The wind can easily blow you away, right? So sometimes they want you to get that stability so that you can have proper structures around your life, right? So family, children, relationship, I mean all of those. That's one of the reasons why they try to pressure you.
All right, Asian.
For me, I'll start with know thyself.
Is this the Bible?
Serious. Know yourself. When pressures are coming in, it's up to you to either close your mind on them or open yourself to them. When you know yourself, you know where to move to. If you know, and looking at the information you've gathered, you can't move into marriage right now. Just stay behind or communicate with your parents. Communicate with your parents so they will understand where you're coming from, so they don't pressure you that much, because their time is different from ours. Things have changed now, so the way they see things is different from the way we are going to see things. So maybe they haven't felt how things are going on now. So if there are certain things that you feel like you have to get together before you get into it, fine, and also talk to them so they will know how you feel and know when to say certain things and put their pressure down a bit.
All right.
Okay, I think you came for advice. You just be advising. That's it.
You are not the host. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Now let's move on.
I've called him to say his own, no, then he's coming to talk about somebody.
If we all talk in the same direction, how will we have diversity?
Okay. Oh. To me, I don't think parents should even come into a relationship. That thing really, it annoys me, because when I was in GHS, I tried to do this girl, say no. When I moved to SHS, the girl say no.
You have a problem.
University, go and study. Why you not come to ask me for a relationship? Why you should go and gather the person as a ghost?
Because there is a time where you're supposed to.
Time?
Yes.
What time is that?
They see under the sun.
I can't even get to know a girl.
There are seasons. There are times and seasons.
My friend, leave me alone.
So at secondary school, at primary school, what are you doing in a relationship? What are you looking for?
She will fetch water for me. What's your problem?
Okay.
It doesn't matter if I go into a relationship early or not. If I have guided me on the right path and I go, it will be necessary to me or not. Do you understand?
You want to go
This comes to that topic where we say a lady has to build with the man while he's growing. So if you're not able to date while you're in secondary school or while you're a little bit younger, how would you know the kind of person you're supposed to marry when you grow?
But I also feel like secondary school, see, honestly, secondary school and a university is also early for you to date somebody, honestly, because the kind of things you tolerate when you are in SS or university, you grow up and you realize that why was I wasting my time doing this like rubbish? Because you wouldn't have done this, because now you are matured. So I feel like whilst in school, ideally, it's not for us to do it, but we still go ahead to do it.
That happened to you in SHS is what has built that maturity you have now.
So the experience I had in like
people who have never dated you, if you talk to them, you realize that that's a meme section. KGO section.
But there are some people who have never dated before, but when you speak to them, you realize that
they are matured.
They are lies.
It's not true.
Let me tell you, relax. Either they've gained the experience from somewhere else. Some of them will never date, but they'll be with other boys and things. They are not calling it dates, but they are dating.
Yeah.
They have experiences from other things. Either than that, then they have to read it from somewhere. Yeah. They will talk about it, but they don't know it. When you try to live it out with them, then it shows that this guy's never did it before.
So, but it means that there are alternative ways to learn.
You can learn about it theoretically, but when it comes to experience, immediately you take the person
I can agree
out or try to date the person. Is that what?
You say
I can agree, my brother.
Immediately you try to date the person, you realize that the person lacks certain gumption. When I say
I want to
gumption,
say something.
it's on low battery. You understand? So you need that kind of experience, but if it's not guided well, that's when it becomes something else.
No, I need to say this. I remember my first relationship. My first relationship. The girl looked at me for very long. I'm like, you're a novice. I'm like, wait, how did you know? She saw something I wasn't seeing.
So listen, even with this novice thing, there's a line. Okay, there's a place when you overdo the thing and you become a spoiled child. Now when you date such persons, you also can tell that
this girl is spoiled.
Because even if you're not sexual stuff, the way she behave around you and the way some way you realize that this is not a good person. So with that one, there's a threshold. Anything that we do must be controlled. You can't come and pressure me finally when I'm trying to figure out my life now that to go and find a husband or a wife. I understand your intentions, but I'm sorry. Don't try, because it's not going to help you. You are trying to push me to a place where I'm not ready for it. Right now, I've become numb to certain things.
That's what I said. Yeah.
I've become numb, and that I do not want necessarily to suddenly jump from one relationship to another as how I had the energy before. It will be difficult for me to right now to take someone's home and start chatting with the person because I've got a bit numb.
A lot of things to think about this.
I know. I think like me now spending long hours to talk to somebody. I don't have time to do it all.
To me, even if I don't have time, I don't have the energy. Like it's not there. Like the excitement when you had when you were a child, it's different. You can talk, even if it's all night, you're connected to friends, you are calling.
You talk till morning.
You follow. You go and people still their fathers go to send credits and things.
Yes.
It's because you have the energy there. There's excitement.
Tell us that story.
You see,
so you
allow
have,
him
you
to
have
peace.
the energy, but you also have the time because
I think like over the years it will get to a point like the kind of zeal you used to go into like relationships, it changes.
Haven't you seen weddings? Haven't you seen weddings that they show pictures from their childhood where they were together up to a certain point?
Yeah.
Isn't it lovely when you see something like that?
Super.
It's nice.
I mean, I think everybody wishes that, right? To have grown over time.
Speak for yourself, bro.
Hey,
You don't wish that.
it really helps when you have.
She didn't have a good early relationship.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, it's a very beautiful story to behold when you grow with a person from childhood.
I think,
to where you marry.
The thing is, in your early days, I'm just giving myself as an example. In your early days, you are enjoying like you guys being youthful, spending time, enjoying it. But you realize that when you get to a point you want to settle down, you begin to question yourself. With everything, like with this person, is this what I want to spend the rest of my life with? Is this what's like is this when you
get that point and you realize that you've grown and the person is not actually the person, it's not wrong for you to say goodbye to each other.
That's what I'm saying. But
it is good for you to have that experience that you spoke about earlier.
Should I say something?
Always good.
Yes.
Most people that start up that way usually end up marrying each other. Most.
Properly guided one.
Yeah, of course.
They end up marrying each other. It's unlikely for most of them, for more of them, to not marry each other.
The I want to date you, leave you, go and try another dating. Want to date you, leave you has become a culture that has even transferred itself into marriages. Where people now you date someone, you marry someone. There's a recent video I saw. The woman say want to leave the husband because he went for a Taylor Swift event, and she's a very big fan of Taylor Swift and went with some boys. I think it was a baseball something, and Taylor Swift came to sing. And when he reached there, the husband knows that the wife likes Taylor Swift too, but the way that the boys that they came with were booing, oh boo, Taylor Swift is girly, so they were boo, and the husband, out of fun or some stupid reason, decided to also join and did.
That's why she's divorced.
So she's very angry that the husband has shown his childish part and that he's not mature enough to be. He has good reasons, but those reasons are for children. When you get married,
this doesn't make any sense.
But because of how we date and go, it transfers into relationship. We feel like when we marry too, they can easily work out.
The point he's making is actually what has become the
discipline to her. Wow.
So that's what has become the main thing now, because you find people entering relationships or even entering marriages rather, and 2 years down the line, you're like, I'm not comfortable again. All right, this is not for me. So it comes off a background of having done so many of these things, right? And
also pressure. When the parents also pressure you, they end up
yes, sometimes the pressure about even children and the likes. Listen, it's not everybody that's supposed to have children.
Do you know Kaka?
Who is Kaka?
The footballer.
Yeah.
Do you know why the woman left? The wife left him.
Why?
The wife said he's too nice.
Yes.
Oh no. There are things like that too. Like if you really sit down with
And
people,
too perfect for her.
if you sat down with people who have had relationships that are not more do not exist anymore, you ask them the real reason why they had to break up. Majority of the cases, 70%, they sometimes don't make sense. They don't make sense. They literally don't make sense. No. One of the things I also want to comment on is sometimes the pressures that parents give their children actually ends up making the children more like despise the parents. And that's something parents ought to be very cautious about, because for instance, like someone was saying is numb. Certain things, if your parent begin to talk about it, it's like, oh, you go and sleep somewhere, let me think about life. Because you are telling the child go and marry. You're also telling the child, when are you bringing my grandchild home? You also require that the child sends support to the family. Which one do you want the child to do?
This issue.
Because at the end of the day, the child is one single entity, all right, and they have to marry. When they marry, that's responsibility. When the child comes in, that's responsibility. So when the child comes in and they are married, now they were sending you maybe 1,000 CDs before.
To drop.
But so they've carried on, so 1,000 plus the other ones, and I have to. Sometimes they're not able to even send you the 1,000, or sometimes 1,000 delay. And cool. You start complaining. What do you want the child to really do? Because they are journeys and they are growth processes. You can't force a person to arrive at 10 when they've not gone through one.
And let's go about this one too. Parents who failed in theirs and want their children to make it in. So you relax, don't laugh yet. You went to marry someone, let's say, who didn't do government or a job or something, and then you go and advise your child, you must marry someone who works in government. you must marry a doctor. You must marry a lawyer. Because your own didn't work out doesn't mean that. You know my boss. You know my boss. They are calling you to marry someone you're not supposed to marry.
Let me check this one.
I think this will be the last submission for this one.
I have lived in some zongos. I have lived, like, I was raised in an Islamic home. See, the pressure for them. Why do you think they marry, like, young girls?
Yeah, they marry very young.
Like, pressure from home, pressure from friends, pressure from parents. All boils down to this, and most of them do not last. Even the ones that last, like, they always have issues, like either health issues, mostly health issues, because they are not really developed, like, mentally to battle some issues and so on. And either they come home, and as a Muslim man, you are entitled to, it's not entitled, but you can have as many wives as you can. So the moment you say you are degrading,
another person.
On to the next. I think it mentioned something we need to also look into, like the mental issues with.
Okay, before you do the mental,
we'll talk about mental health on another episode. We'll be bringing a mental health expert here. All right. So the next one is on love languages. We know, like, a lot of people don't even know what their love languages.
Can I be excused for this one?
No. And then, especially when it comes to our setting, I feel like our culture makes it difficult for people to express their love languages, and then find it difficult to know what their love language is. So first, what is your love language, and how do you think people especially in a Ghanaian setting, are able to express their love languages or be able to understand what their partner's love languages is to be able to address them? Who wants to go first?
1 minute of silence.
So I feel this is a very interesting conversation. I spoke to someone who doesn't believe that there's anything like
I am one of those people.
Languages. So the person is like,
what is love language in the first place? Explain. So like, we need to have a foundation. Yes.
All right. So love languages are things you do for people like personal. Okay, let me say for me, something you do for me that expresses your love for me.
Why is it love language?
That's what's a love language. So
like,
let's say
that you love me.
You love me. So
it tells me that you love me.
Some people's own can be from gifts. acts of service, words of affirmation. What have I missed?
Well, how many? There are a number of them.
Quality time.
Yeah, quality time, and then physical touch.
Yeah, physical
so there's somebody that's like, if you give them, like, you do things for them, you like help lift their burdens or help support them with work. To them, that's what shows you love them. There's somebody, if you keep sharing them with gifts, that's how they see you love them. Somebody too is just physical touch. You touching them, being intimate is what they see it to be love. So everybody has like different ways they see and express love. So those are what is love languages.
Okay,
do you have the context now?
Yes, I understand. Yeah. Bread and butter.
Yeah, so the person was like, he doesn't get it, that there's something called love languages, and that's how people, like, because he feels like everybody, out of those 5 things that we are claiming that there are, like, at a point you need those,
every one of
like,
them.
yeah. So that was the point of
exactly
having
prioritizing one over the rest.
But I also think that's the point. To me, it's not together at the same time. One of them comes higher
before
than the other, and that's where the point is.
So if you are saying that there is a place for when to do what?
No, it's not like there's a place. So there's one thing that your partner, there's a girl you like. She likes gifts a lot. She doesn't like you doing like probably touching her too much. She doesn't like physical touch.
Oh, okay.
But amongst all the things, there's one she likes, like you giving her money, buying her gifts.
For everything.
Like, I think no, even with, let me give you an example. There was a time someone said I think in the other episode, someone mentioned that he wrote a poem for somebody. If it was a girl that likes words of affirmation, the poems would have been perfect for such a girl. But because she's somebody who doesn't like that, it was not, because you don't know a love language.
Okay,
Do you get it?
I get your point, but I still think that but let's share thoughts.
Exactly.
Yeah, go ahead.
When it's your turn, you can say whatever you want to say. What was I saying? It's a hierarchy. One matters to me more than the other. So the point is that you do more of those things, and like he said, I agree that at a point everybody needs one of those things, but more of those things. There are some people, if you keep on showering them with gifts. What I need is your time. I don't need your gifts. So if you give me gifts, and you're never around,
what's the point?
Like, yeah, do you get it? So everybody has that one thing that when you keep on doing for them, like, it just blows their mind. Just means that, really, is he doing all this for me? Like, this is what I want you to do for me. Do you get it? Because everybody likes people doing things for them in a certain way. There's a certain way that even you like to maybe cook your food, eat your food, that kind of thing. So the moment you are doing some things for me in another way that I don't really appreciate, you are not doing anything for me in the long run. So I feel like you just need to understand the person you are with. What are the things that they really like? Everybody likes everything, but like, what are the things that when you do for them, you see that it lights them up. Then you pay attention to those things and do more of them. Of course, all those other things will come to play. But in nurturing love, you have to, and it's the same. It's not like just one person, male or female. Just look at it, and then try to get in there and do that to nurture the love, and the other things can come to play as and when. That's what I think.
Interesting. Okay.
Who is next?
You've been shaking your head since, so continue.
John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whoever believes in Him should not perish but have everlasting life."
What kind of John 3:16 is that?
John 3:16 is a love language. Explain.
Is that what John 3:16 says?
He has one of the love
That
languages.
He gave His only begotten Son. How many love languages did God use?
One at that point.
So where did we get the rest of the love languages
Don't
from?
touch me.
Giving is the love language God used at that point. What else?
Which giving is a love language.
It was not words of affirmation. It was giving.
Exactly.
It wasn't. Jesus didn't come and touch you.
No.
It wasn't touch.
But okay, wait.
Yeah,
So wait, why are you guys explaining for him? So you use the verse without even knowing what to say.
You can put memory verse and run away.
And he quoted the memory verse without knowing what to say.
Love is love.
That is exactly
Exactly.
Love is
Wait,
love.
so wait,
Now, the
if you
point-
say love
the
is
point-
love,
the
how do
point-
you intend to express love to somebody? You just go and say, I love you, Nasa. You don't
You
do
don't have to say
anything.
you love the person.
What do you?
So what do you do?
Even you don't have to do anything.
What do you?
So wait, if you are interested in a woman, what do you do? You don't do anything.
We are
You
just
just exist.
If you're if you're interested in somebody,
Your mind will connect.
he's wondering why he's still single.
Oh! That is a direct
This one,
joke.
hey, host has hurt him.
She has punched my face. I will return this.
How can you say this? Because if you're even interested in somebody, you make efforts.
Yeah.
Probably you don't know.
Yeah.
You are either doing it by buying her gifts or like saying nice things to her, which is words of affirmation.
What I'm trying-
Spending your time with her, it's
you're
quality
not-
time.
wait,
You might be doing it without even realizing.
Understand me clearly. All right. What I'm trying to communicate is that when you love a person, all these things will naturally fall in. I can understand Belinda's point where she says, "Oh, you need to learn about maybe what the other individual prioritizes." Right. But the fact that I used the memory verse, God gave, you are saying He gave, doesn't mean the others. Or if you, I don't even think God has multiple love language. God's love language is one. That is what found the foundation of the world, right? Everything we have today was given to us, okay, right? So in giving, you give your time, right?
What's the love
In,
language?
wait. No, in giving, you give your time, right? In giving, you give gift, okay. What else?
You give touch in giving.
Yeah, you give touch, of course.
You don't give touch.
That's right.
You don't come and touch us. He came down the cross. He gave his son. That was it. In that moment, he expressed giving.
Yeah. So okay.
Right now, do you know the relationship what God wants from us? He
What
wants
do
a
you
relationship where we communicate with Him. That's communication. What's the name of that one? Words of affirmation. Being able
You
to
are,
talk to
but you are
God.
still giving
And then quality
something.
time because you are spending time with God.
You are
Time with
still
God.
giving something. That at the end of the day, you are giving something. Something was given.
You are not giving a touch. You are not giving words. It's different. It varies.
It's the specific things.
My
Don't
dear,
you get it?
no. The point is, where love is, all of these
Fall
attributes
in
are
place.
there.
You know when they
that's
say.
See, alright, case closed with him. On to the next person. Sami, continue.
On to destroy no nonsense.
Continue.
Wait, can
Oh,
continue based on what you said.
Destroy
You say you have to all of them are one. When you say a living thing, usually when you're doing science, you say a living thing creeps, a living thing moves.
Yeah.
The living thing does creep. Once it's creeping, it's breathing, right? When a living thing is moving, it's breathing, right? So all those other characters have other in it. That doesn't mean that particular thing
It's the all
blocks
is
the whole
one.
thing. Do you understand? When you give your time, you give what? Money. When you give your ring, and that's what they're saying. But in the end, it doesn't.
It doesn't make sense because there are some instances where you buy me flowers and after that time,
So
that's
are
not what I
you
need.
saying that? Are you
Yes,
saying
it's okay.
that?
Your time was
what
up.
you are saying?
No, you said case closed. You finished with it. William, please. Hold on, wait, hold
Let
on.
me say money. Let me say money.
This will not end.
Hold on, let William finish, then you come back.
I said clearly
You
that-
didn't say anything. It has ended. Let me
I said clearly that I understand the point Belinda made mention of, that you must learn the other person's or whatever, makes the other person go bruh or whatever the case is. But where love is, all the attributes are there. Case closed.
So why don't
Do you know?
Then what? You already said it. What else did you hear? Did you explain anything? William,
You know,
I don't know, Brian.
William, please call. I thought I was going to say something different.
I'm not saying my own.
I thought I was going to say something different. The same thing.
Listen.
For me,
No, wait.
Let me for me myself finish.
Calm down.
I don't believe in it anymore. Love languages don't exist. Like any other. What's your own?
Relax.
The question to you.
Give me quiet.
How do you explain the love? I mean, you're asking me a question.
Let you finish.
Okay, you finish. Let me listen.
Like any other pure thing that existed, it has been corrupted. Women no longer even know what love is. All they want is money. So most of the
Don't you think the women you meet want
okay.
money? Because I don't think you've met all the women in the world.
I beg you. Don't go there.
You see, most of the
Have
Have I come for your money?
okay, wait. So your husband's mom.
No, like I'm saying that it's not all the women. Probably you've not met every woman in
See
the
the
world. Get
excuse
it.
that I
Every
give you right
woman.
now. See the excuse I give you
Go
right
ahead.
now. It is working for you because you have not approached us with money. But someone has experienced the money side of you somewhere and using you as example somewhere we don't know. I'm telling you. So we've experienced women in so many ways, and it makes us feel like they no longer want to take their time to understand who they are. Some of them want money, but they don't know that what they want is natural money. Onyanka, no better now, without even buying anything. But almost will be a court skin tree, sorry. They are saying that we have taken someone to date because of that in your head, you want to go some. Not that that's what she really enjoys. If truly she knows herself, she would rather maybe take a walk with you. That's when she will even get the best out of you at that moment.
Yeah, I think I just want to add to what you said. Richard, I don't know if you remember, we have like a mutual friend who was saying that I should be taking myself to expensive places. I don't know if you remember that conversation.
I remember.
Yeah, I should be taking myself to expensive places so that the next guy I meet would also be taking me to that stand. Me, personally, I like comfort. Wearing makeup, wearing hair to spend time to go somewhere is not what I enjoy.
I'm not wearing one now.
It's because I have to be on set. When I was coming, wasn't I in Duku?
Hey, sorry. You have exposed yourself.
You get it? So I'm the type of person, I like things that are comfortable. So if you think me dressing up, wearing heels to a restaurant...
Are you comfortable with that?
This is a long story.
Man, you will get better.
So probably you think because you're taking... Other girls are going to like fancy places. That's what that's not what I want. Me is... comfort. I want to be comfortable, spend time with you. Like that's what I want. You get it?
Me too is comfortable.
So,
I understand.
Most of the time, it's like that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't generalize because it's not every girl that wants to get dressed and go to a fancy restaurant, wear makeup to go somewhere.
When you achieve that comfort, you still want money.
Everybody wants money. Don't you want money? Everybody wants money.
Oh, not necessarily. There's some people that when you give them like you spend time with them. They forget about everything else.
Yeah, they can forget about being hungry.
Oh, they forget about money. They forget about being hungry. Some of them can spend time do they forget that they've not even eaten.
Oh,
See, that's what I'm saying. This guy, they already can't. They should already involve him.
I think you have to
man, we involve him.
After we are there,
that's why I asked to be excused. But you guys decided to keep me here.
We are teaching you, so learn. Don't argue.
Yes, exactly.
No. I would.
I love language is understanding me.
Understanding me.
I've not finished.
You define love language, right? Is it part of the package? Okay.
I'm just telling you mine.
He's creating one.
Mine is understanding.
Of course. You can create one for yourself.
If you understand me, probably what I do, how I spend my time, that's my love language. Because if you don't understand me, you will not be able to, what they call it, do what I like. Exactly. So that's for me. What Belinda said, I think I will stick with that one. I think for every time and place, there is a specific love language that comes above all. So probably when you want to date a girl for the first time, the love language the person you might need to use to actually make her feel loved at that time might be different from when you guys have already started dating. And probably when you guys are in the other room. So
which other room?
The other one.
Yeah, that one.
I want to know. You people say I should learn.
Wait.
No, learning.
So you
Who said an emo?
So why do you think people on the show they are like me? They want to learn.
We'll say it later.
Send us an emo.
Ask the question in the comment section. We'll respond.
Okay. So why you will not respond to me now? Respond in the
Because
comment
go and write your comment section. That's where go to.
So that's it. That's what I have to say concerning it.
All right. So before ACN comes in, I just want to say this before I forget. Don't you think that now people don't know what their love languages is because they see what other people are receiving on social media and think, me too, I want it. Honestly, me, flowers is nice, but I don't want it.
She just said flower is nice. I remember I owe 2 people flowers.
See, it's nice. Like, it's aesthetics. For me to post it, after like 2 days, it's dead.
You can't chew it.
That's actually false.
We don't know how to keep it. A lot of us don't know how to keep it. You're a gardener, so you know how to keep it. A lot of us don't know how to keep it. After 2-3 days, the roses have withered. The money has shared. The money could have been used to buy another type of gift, or you could have given it to me. You get it?
You can keep it dry.
People post flowers.
Petals, put it in your back.
Go and create a YouTube channel and go
and teach people that one. You get it? So a lot of people are looking at it. Oh, it's nice. Me too, I want to receive flowers from my man.
Finish.
Mute this human being. Let's go.
Like a lot of people want to keep it in their house. I receive flowers from my man. But me personally, apart from the aesthetics of it, what else is there?
So let's advise your man not to send you flowers. We agree on that.
Oh no.
Me, I always say it too. From me and now flowers, something tangible.
This love language you're talking about, sometimes it's two ways.
Tangible.
The man feeling satisfied that he has done something for you is also part of
a love language.
Yeah, he has also be happy.
Yeah, a man feeling like he has taken care of you makes him happy.
Something, yeah. Interesting. So for instance, she might not necessarily cherish flowers, but the man feels like, oh, it's very nice to buy her flowers. You don't ignore what she likes, but you do it in addition.
Edwin.
Sometimes you just do it for selfish reasons. You are happy that you bought her flowers. I would like to buy you flowers. I buy her, maybe she likes banku. I buy her flowers and I add banku. So she'll pick, oh, nice flowers. She'll play with it and put it aside and eat the banku. She'll enjoy the banku more. But to me, I'm happy that I gave her flowers. I've expressed my love.
I see.
So I feel like it's two ways sometimes.
Anyways, we all
like the way some men like throwing money on their wives. The wife might not necessarily like the money, but
have you sprayed the woman and she rejected the money?
Yes.
You have done it.
Give her 30%.
ACM.
Yeah, what is this?
Please you push allow ACM talk.
No. You have to say that again. You have to capture
It's okay. Yeah, let's go.
For me, give me food and know how to communicate well. That's all. Aside that,
so we can
simple
we can just say that you are very hungry right now. You did it because the food is also.
me, like, mostly I spend most of my time in the studio, and I hardly go out. So if you give me food and they talk well,
the girls in the area, have you seen?
If you've been eyeing ACM and you want to win him over, this is the secret.
You know how something that says we move to your girl.
But I also think that, like, too much information, it's what too much information consumption is also like make us not know what we want. Let's say you go on social media, like you said, see flowers. Or like couples on social media. But that's what I also feel like. That's why some people also feel like let me bring my
say if you don't propose with
relationship on if you don't kneel down for me, then Charlie, those ones.
Even if there's pebbles and say kneel down, you are left.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys so much. So the next one, I think this will be our last one before we wrap up. If you were asked to describe your current love life with one song, what song would it be, Richard?
Those who don't have love lives.
Yeah, single.
I think you need
single.
No. You have to start with somebody else because I need to take my time to think. You know, have you heard the song Lonely?
That's it.
You're doing your super.
No, I found it. It came up.
What song?
Should I start with one?
You said you found it, or have you found another song?
Lonely.
Okay.
That's the song.
With the Ankamatete.
Hey!
How is it Ankamatete?
Ankamatete.
How?
Like if I fall in love, Ankamatete.
I'm too much.
I'm tired.
Belinda.
No. I didn't go and come.
William.
Let me
Oh my God.
Okay. I will take this opportunity. To promote my own artist. I have one song on his EP, his debut EP, and the title is For You. His name is J Nice Music.
Sing it.
Yeah.
Sing the song. We need to know the lyrics if it matches.
We'll play it in the.
I don't know how to sing, yo.
You don't have to sing your only artist.
I know how to sing, but just that, like.
You have to sing because we need to know the.
Sing.
Me and I no sing here.
My voice.
Me
You
and
don't. He sang. William sang his own. Everybody sang.
Belinda is searching.
Search for this song.
Karaoke night. Yeah, go.
See. Cause I'm falling for you.
Hey! We want to see the girl.
So there's a girl in the picture.
Obviously, that's why.
The song will tell you the
It's a very nice song. So we are releasing it today.
Belinda, you are the last person.
You have to found this song.
Hey.
Google, could they help?
We can.
Could they help? Oh my God.
Then the relationship is serious.
Let me say it. I'm lost without you. She's lost right now.
You have to search it, Ampa.
So someone has given it to me. It's okay.
I'm lost without you.
No, one.
What you get from you? No.
The one.
Wait, if someone was someone, who are you lost without?
How is someone?
He said describe it, and that's the song that
Yeah,
described it.
it's
So
okay,
why
I've
is
described
this
it.
why am I lost
Are
without
you
you?
lost without somebody already in the picture or someone that is yet to come? We need to
That's
understand.
not the question.
No.
No, that's not the question. The question was just to describe your love life with a song. That's the
But she did not describe it. Someone else.
somebody else is describing your relationship.
Let me give you a clue. Let me give you a clue.
I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn.
Oh, I'm a GD for Tabani.
I think for the benefit of our African audience, we have to explain the lyrics.
It means that God give me wings so I can fly.
my problems. No, I think that song is useful to me.
Esther Smith's.
He said you should give him believers' wings to fly out of their problems.
So that song is for me.
You are lost. It's different. Okay.
I think we should ask our producer. Producer, what song describes your love life?
It's true.
Anyway, we are the one we are talking to.
Don't act like
The man behind the camera.
Producer, we are listening to you. Yes.
We're taking over.
I think that would be that's my song.
That's your song. He's taking somebody's boy. We can take somebody's boy, so you're taking over.
Chatawale's own.
Producer, you've not answered us. We are waiting.
Alright, I think we'll close by now.
Producer, you won't talk.
Leave him alone.
Let's hear it test, please.
Yes, important.
Yay!
How do you even miss that?
Oh, mine is Joyce coming.
Congratulations!
After that, you will hear party after party. Party. Oh, yes, that's important song.
Moment when I asked you for the song, you can't remember anything. She still said
My mind just went blank, to be honest.
All right, so we are wrapping up. This is an open question. Anybody can answer. What's one thing you've learned throughout your journey with love relationship that you wish you would have done differently?
I wish you could have done differently.
Yeah, something you did that you wish you could have done differently, or something you've learned you want to share regarding relationship love. How everybody has come serious.
very tough one.
Mine is stubbornness.
Wait, Richard, do you have something to say? Let's start with you.
I'm thinking.
The alone is ready.
Are you ready?
I think mine is stubbornness. Having a primitive mindset about something. But I think now, like, I'm very open-minded to certain things and certain behaviors, but still, I don't tolerate nonsense.
Professor.
Who wants to go next? William.
Me?
Yes.
I don't have anything to say concerning this.
So
You've
not learned anything. You don't have any experience.
That's a lie.
That what?
You've not learned anything. You don't have any experience.
Oh, I've had. If it's experience, I have experience.
Yeah. So something you've learned
Something that you have
over the
learned,
years,
an experience that
you want to share, or something you wish you would do differently moving forward.
I think someone has like a light bulb moment.
Got it.
Got it?
Someone, let's go with you.
Samuel.
I wish that I had the experience I had now then, but them just pick one of them. I have so many things to say, but them just pick one.
Brian, watch it.
Maybe you can say the rest so that some of us can borrow.
Okay. The first one is women are not angels. They are not born in the sky. We were born on it. They are just like us. I saw some article online recently. This article, someone's post highlighting someone, making the person feel like the person is like from heaven. That's one of the core reasons why people get into relationships and they get into issues like that. Sometimes we worship women beyond a certain point, which they are not supposed to be. You can adore a woman, but be careful how far you take it. A woman is just another human being. They pee in the same washroom you pee in. There's nothing different about them.
The shit sometimes
They are simple. Yeah. If you're able to see women that way, approaching them or like having a connection with them will be easier for you instead of you just trying to overly trying to show off yourself. Trying to make someone who's like, I mean, they grew up with dad and mom just like us. Everything about them is as real as you also are. I wish I had known that earlier. So of them making them look like they are superstars or something.
Same thing you say. That's what I have to say, because you should not kill yourself. I wish I knew that you don't have to kill yourself for a girl in order to just let it go like that.
Right. Belinda.
That one, I got a 5-star for you.
Belinda. Keep quiet.
I think taking my time. Taking your time to like really process a lot of things. Like really processing a lot of things before going into a relationship. I think that is one of the things. You know, when you meet somebody and you're all excited and everything, but I think we should just take our time. No time for rushing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Philosopher.
Let me say something for him. I also learned one thing about meeting people. Alpha was said something. He said, not everyone you meet is supposed to be the woman you work with. If you don't take care, you become like, I don't use the word, but those kind of men. Because some people, when I was young, I thought that seeing someone you adore means that you must be in a relationship with the person. It's always true. Sometimes you have something in common with that person. It's exciting to see it in someone else. And if you're not able to interpret what love is, you will jump into relationship with every woman that you meet or every man that you meet, thinking that you're supposed to have something with the person. It's not always true. Sometimes you meet the person because the person has some certain characteristics that excite you. And you have to just find a way of becoming friends and working that life. So an example that he gave on Alpha was, he said when you meet, when Adam was naming the animals, God said he's going to give him a partner. He named the goats, he named the sheep, he made cow, elephant, and so on and so forth. But when he was done, he said none of them was the one she was looking for. That means that things will come your way. If you're putting it in life perspective, things will come your way. That's supposed to be sheep, goat, cow, and none of them is a wife. Until you go through all these people to identify the cows and the sheep and the rabbits they are supposed to meet. You are not yet to understand when you meet a wife who is supposed to be. They're not supposed to be a wife, no. If you don't understand these things, you meet anyone and you call the person wife. You don't take care. Some people have gotten crocodile. They are crocodile and they are calling them wife. And they are being beaten. So you have to take your time.
Yeah. Do you have something to say?
What he said. Plus one more. Sometimes it's okay to stay with you.
To stay what?
Hey.
Okay.
Because women will show you.
All right. I think for me, one of the things I've learned over the years is learn to be feminine and allow a man be a man.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up doing a lot of things by myself because in my house I'm like the first girl, and I don't have a brother or like any man in my family. So a lot of the things I had to do them by myself. No, like
I was about to.
no, I'm not saying if I should not like yes. So I learned to like take a lot of initiatives by myself because I felt like my younger sister is looking at me, so I need to do a lot of things by myself. So even when I'm in a relationship, trying to let go of things for the man to do, it was very hard for me to let go. But like over the years, I have learned to like learn my place as a woman and allow men take the lead. So that is what I have learned.
Joy is coming.
Alright guys, so this has been a wrap on the second episode of the love season.
Final episode with the ADC team.
Please do well to watch this video, comment, share your ideas. We want to also hear your love experiences as well, so please do well to comment all that in the video, subscribe to our channel, and then like all our videos. If you've not watched episode 1, please go back and watch. Thank you very much and bye.
We are doing giveaway. We are giving Belinda away.
You see the way they will like our comments.